everybody. It's Jo. Hi. I'm really nervous to talk to the camera right now. I'm really nervous to make a video. I'm having a hard time. So, just gonna talk. I'm just gonna do my best. But like, oh, yes. So here we go. Ugh. You know what will help me talk about this is a little bit of cannabis. The reason that cannabis will help with this is because I'm going to talk to you about my PTSD. Ooh. Which I've been meaning to do for a while. Not meaning to do, I've been wanting to do, but just like not able to, and so I've like just taken the last month, I think, of trying to like get to that point of being able to talk about it. Oof. Good enough. Okay, I have some tea, I have some chicken broth because I've been feeling really sick for a while. I have a bowl of some, this is called Strawberry Ape. It's a delicious indica blend. So, you all remember, like, back in November when I asked for some help because I had run out of medical marijuana, and needed some help to buy some, and you all helped me out and got me through, and amazing. Thank you so much. I've already said thank you, and I could just probably thank you for the rest of my life. That's how I feel. So, but like the day before I made that video, something really big happened to me and was really, really hard, and that's what I want to talk to you about because I really have wanted to and I just have not been able to. So here we go. Ooh. I boil a chicken breast and a sweet potato, like cut up sweet potato together, and then I drink that because I've been having a really hard time eating since then for like the last month. Okay, here we go. So, this might be a long story, a long video. I don't know why I'm preparing so much for that. Okay, a while ago, like back when I made my gender identity video, like my definition of my gender, somebody made a commented on that, like basically publicly diagnosing me with something called dissociative identity disorder, which is really uncomfortable to have that to have somebody. It's really uncomfortable, and I haven't known how to talk about it or respond because I got so uncomfortable by that. And partly because it's like, well, now I'll tell you. Partly because it's so true, but I did like to have somebody point that out to you on the internet, and it's uncomfortable. I'll say it again and again. It's uncomfortable, and that made it even harder for me to talk about it on the internet. But I'm doing this anyways. Hi, dog. Doing it anyways now. So, I did a lot of research about DID, dissociative identity disorder, to be like, well, it does make a lot of sense. And then that weekend, oh, no, my dog's going to be eating dog food in the background. Apologies. But I'm just going to keep going. You can hear her crunch. Okay, so that weekend, in November, when I asked for help the day before, I went for a walk. Like, I was having a really hard day, and I went for a walk with my dog to just try and, like, get some space. But then while I was on my walk, I was like, I wonder, like, what if I gave names to these different parts of myself that, like, I talk with all the time? And so I did. I started, like, giving names to parts of me that, pieces of us, I don't know. I started to give names to pieces of me. And when I did this, like, something really terrifying happened, which is that I suddenly remembered a lot of things I had not remembered, that I, like, had completely forgotten. Which it turns out that amnesia is another sign of DID. And so then I was like, well, anyways, so So I'm just going to tell you what I remembered because I would like to tell you, all of you. Pardon me. I'm just going to tell you all about it. Okay? Ready, set, go. So what I kind of figured out, what I did is there are, like, lots of different pieces of me that feel, like, stuck in different times of my life. So there's, like, this person who feels stuck as 17-year-old me, and, like, another person that feels like 6-year-old me, and then, like, a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. And those are the parts that I was like, well, maybe I should name these people and see what they have to say. And so I did, like, and then what I realized, what I remembered all of a sudden was that I had been raped 4 times. That I have been raped 4 times while I was growing up. And I didn't remember that before that day, like, before going for this really awful walk. And so, like, on this walk, talking to these different people in me and being like, what happened to us? And here, like, getting to have them tell me back, like, things that happened. And especially Theodore's, who I call the 17-year-old me. And they had a lot of things they wanted us to remember. And so we did. Yeah, I use we and us pronouns when I talk about all myself because it makes more sense to me. Anyways, this is really hard to talk about. So, the reason it's so hard to talk about is because I just don't want to feel the things that I felt that day. Like, I still feel them all the time, and I've been, like, but it, I think it's hard to talk about because I don't exactly know what I want to say because it feels so scary that it happened that, like, I've been, like, working on remembering all this shit for the last year. It was, like, a year ago this month that I first, like, had my first, like, real concrete rape memory. And so it's, like, so I don't, like, for a whole year I've been working on, like, trying to remember and figuring out what happened. And, like, I knew I'd been sexually abused. I knew I'd been raped. You all know this. I've been talking to you for a long time about this. But I didn't know, like, how many times or, like, at what ages exactly or, like, what had happened. And so I, like, remembered most of that shit, like, a month ago. A little less. Yeah, about a month ago. And it's just, like, unfathomable that it happened to me, that, like, this it feels like a TV show a lot of the time. Like, I think back about my life and growing up and, like, seeing what was happening to me for reals, like, knowing fully now, more fully, that, like, lots of shit was happening and I was being raped as well. And, like, it just, like, it sounds like something you see in, like, a Shonda Rhimes show, like How to Get Away with Murder or something, or Scandal. I don't know. Maybe I wish it was Scandal or How to Get Away with Murder, because then I could have Olivia Pope come and help me out. Because, like, the feelings I feel about the fact that having been raped and sexually assaulted throughout my childhood by the person who was supposed to care for me, like, it makes me want to, like, burn houses down and, like, explode vehicles. Like, I can't really think of any other, like, appropriate response. Those are the only kinds of responses that I can think of that, like, match the amount of feeling I have about it. But, like, the feeling is so great about it that I can't actually feel it because I can't burn a house down or explode a vehicle. Like, and so, like, it's like the things that I can do about this horrendous shit that happened to me is, like, I can write about it, I can color about it, I can talk to you, and I'm like, these things are great and helpful, and I'm glad. That's a bunch of shit. Like, it just sucks. It sucks a fuck ton, and there's absolutely nothing I can do that, like, can equate the feeling that I have about it. And, like, on top of that, to have to, like, in order to, like, reconnect everything and remember everything, like, I have to find all of these other selves of mine, like, ugh. And I don't know how, like, I don't know how to do that shit. I wish that I had therapists that could, like, actually help me out, but I live in a really shitty town that doesn't have, I've not found any, like, therapist who has room who is not transphobic. And I'm like, it's pointless for me to go talk to you about my trauma if you're going to traumatize me while we're talking about it. So I'm talking to you all. It's also, like, since for the last month, like, I've been getting, like, we as a community changed. Like, suddenly I don't feel like this anonymous person talking to these anonymous people. Like, I knew you all before, like, from comments, and, like, was enjoying interacting a lot. And then, like, I asked for help and I got so much help, and I got, like, letters and artwork from people, and I made a friend from it all, and like I like everything is so much more real now. Like you all are so much more, like you were real to me before, but you weren't like it. But you know, like things get more and more real the more you know about people, and like the more contact we have. I don't. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that like this relationship we're all sharing all together about like me putting videos on the internet is fantastic, and it's really special to me and very, very like precious and like important, and it I it makes big difference in my life to be able to talk to you all and share with you all, and it made a huge difference to be able to ask for help and to be helped, and it like, and then I think in all of that realness too, like suddenly it got a lot harder for me to talk about things because I'm not just like talking to a camera. I know that I'm talking to like people who care about me, whose like lives are impacted by me talking about my life. And like there are some people in me, particularly two people in me, Mix, Progo, and Joe. They both like are thrilled by this, and it's like kind of like it just feels really nice and really good and really right. And then I think like the younger people in me, like Theodore and younger ones, they all are like, I guess, freaked out. Or like, I don't know, I've been like, I don't think I ever knew how little like care I was getting as a kid, how much neglect was happening to me until like this last year when, or like, yeah, basically the last year when I've like gotten like, I've had more love and care given to me in the last year than I think I ever had before. And it is an overwhelming experience, and it makes me like feel like something is terribly wrong because I feel love from people. Like, and it's like the thing that we like, it's the thing I wanted. It's the thing all of us want, like to feel, I don't know actually. I don't know what you want. But maybe most of us, lots of us want to feel like wanted and loved and important and like we matter to people. And I like I don't think I understood until like I had that feeling that I never had it from where I was coming from, that I never had it with my biological family. Um because that was hell. Because that was a dramatic TV show that I grew up in. Let's just call it that. It needs a catchy title. But I don't know what to say right now about that. um I don't know. I feel like that's like, I wanted to tell you about what happened. I wanted to tell you about how like you as a community impact me and like make my life feel more real. Yeah, make me feel more real as a person. Like, pardon me. Um, it's like you all by being in my life impact me just as much, I think, as it sounds like I am impacting many of you, and that like I just love that, and I find it very overwhelming. And there's like lots of little parts of me, especially Theodore, wants to just get up and run the fuck out of here because, like, having people that love and care for me is scary. It's scary, and it feels unsafe, even though I know that, like, even though, like, it feels unsafe because I was raped 4 times by my dad. And, like, how can life ever feel safe after that? I don't really know. And I'm trying to figure out how. And it's really fucking hard. And it matters. It's really fucking hard, and I really like that you all are in my life. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that I need to make like a 2 or 3 hour update video for you all, but because there's like a million other things I need to say, but this is enough for now. I'll just have to start talking again, and like, it's okay that I'm afraid, and it's okay to be brave and talk to you still, even though it's real. It's so, so real. Do you understand how real this is for me now? Oh. So anyways, that's all. Also, happy Christmas, I guess. Holidays suck for me. I really loved making a snowy Christmas album for you yesterday, though. I've been having a really hard time with creativity, like feeling drained, like totally burnt out, nothing at all to give. And then yesterday I was like, ooh, I got it. It's there. Use it. Let's be creative and make something fun. And I did. And it was really nice. And it made me feel better about the holidays. But then today, the holidays suck. So anyways, that's what I gotta say. I hope you all are having okay weeks. Holidays probably suck for a lot of you too. That's okay. I don't know how it's okay, but we're all gonna get through it together. It's gonna be over. It's just a week. It's gonna be over soon. That's all. Yeah, okay. I love you all. Believe in yourself. Believe yourself.